Yes, yes, we're here tonight again. We're going to tell the people how to use the foods and stop sicknesses. Yeah. Yeah, let's go. Hey, son, come here. Son, come over here. Okay. Wonderful. All right, ready? Wonderful. You're going to put on the light for me, please. Wonderful. All right. Blessings and greetings in the name of the Most High. We had a very rough day today. There's a lot of people, so we had to start a little late tonight. There were so many people in today in my clinic today, so a lot of people sick. And everybody know I'm leaving tomorrow. We met in New York for 5 days. You know, we're making a lot of our family, so we want to thank everybody who's supporting, you know. Yeah, no, we had a presentation a couple of days ago on foods and how we eat in the Caribbean countries. And we used the word slave food, slave master food. And then there's one person who was kind of offended with the word slave master food, you know. So I don't know why she was offended. But I use the word slave master food because that's the food they served us in slavery days. All right, and there's nothing we could do about that because of what happened. That's what it was. So what we're going to do tonight, we're going to show you how the people in the Caribbean countries eat and why they're so sick. And then some of us come and say, well, you know, my mother lived to be 97 and she eat all the ground food and she lived to be 102. That's all good. My mother lived to be 97 years old too. My grandmother died at 102, but she was blind. My mother died at 97 eating all the ground food also. But she had arthritis, she was blind like my grandmother, she had high blood pressure, and she had diabetes. You see? So when people come and talk about, you know, the grandmother lived so long and they eat all these foods, yeah, they did. And at the end of the day, you all must remember that your old grandmother and grandfather ate cleaner foods than today, and they walked a lot. You understand? They wasn't driving every community, they go to one block they want to drive, they were walking. So they had a better quality of life in those days. But they still had trouble because they were eating the wrong way. And I said before, if a mother and a father have a child, and the mother cook for the father, and the father end up having high blood pressure and diabetes, stroke, and the mother teach her daughter how to cook, and her daughter go marry someone else, her daughter is going to feed her husband the same exact way her mother taught her to cook. And she's going to give her husband the same foods that was given to her father by her mother. So then her husband and herself start coming down with the same diseases that her mother had or her father had. And then the medical system tell you all it's genetics. It's not genetics. It's a genetic predisposition of getting the same disease that your mother or your father had because you ate the same way and because your mother taught you how to cook. And in turn, you fed your husband the same exact foods that your mother fed your father. And then your husband comes down with the same disease. Just common sense. You understand? All right? So we're going to teach you now. We're going to go to this in a little while. Now, the way you eat is going to keep them here healthy. The way you eat, watch me over here, is going to keep this guy healthy. The way you eat. The way you eat, come over here, son, is going to keep him all wet. They all get messed up because of the way we eat. And nobody cannot doubt that because food is supposed to be for our medicine. But the food is killing us. And everybody going to say about pesticide and herbicide. Pesticide, herbicide, hormones, they all in our foods. Yes, they are. But we can clean the body out. And that's what the older people used to do long term. They used to clean on a regular basis. You understand? So they lived a little longer. Now the younger generation is not cleaning. And that's the reason why I said the young people today can't reach the age of 50 no more. Come over here, son. So, let's go to the diet now. Now, this diet here is what I made the guy in the restaurant make today. Because I said to him, all the restaurants in the Caribbean countries, all the restaurants in New York, the Caribbean restaurants, they call it so-called West Indian restaurants, they cook the same way. Because that is the way they were brought up to cook in the Caribbean. So what I did, I told the brother to make me a few meals today, some that is acidic and some that is alkaline. So the average Grenadian or the average Caribbean person eat like this over here. Watch me over here. This one is called stew fish. Right? Watch me now. They eat dumplings. They have some tania. They have some potatoes. I watch it over here again. See? They have some green figs. See that here? They call it provision of grown foods. That's what we do it in the Caribbean. And this one here is what we call smoked herring, which is a smoked food, and saltfish mixed together. See? And plus they have a small amount of vegetables with the proteins and the starches. Now, are you having the camera sing, sir? Now, you see this kind of diet here? It kills your organs. It kills your heart. It's clogged up your intestines. Because all these are starch foods. And when you eat a lot of starch foods, starch is like a plaster Paris on the wall. So what it does, after a while, long period of time, eaten this way in the Caribbean countries, over here, what me now? Come over here, son. It starts to clog up the walls, the starches that is. It starts clogging the walls of the intestines. And then all of a sudden, after the walls of your intestine become all clogged up and plaster Paris on the wall from the starches, your stool become very thin, not fat. Because when you go to the bathroom, your stool is supposed to be fat as your intestines. But because we eat so much starches in the Caribbean, they call it ground food, they seem to clog up the walls. Because they are plaster Paris, they're sticky substances. All starches are macaroni, potatoes, yam, tania, dashins, dumpling. They're all starches. They clog flour, they clog up the walls of the intestine because they're sticky substances. And once the walls is clogged up, long term, your mucous membranes will become affected. And then long term, your stool shall become very thin. And when you go to the bathroom, you pass a thin stool because of all the plaster parts on the wall of your intestines. So that's not a good diet. Over here, son. Now, come over here. This diet is an acid diet. Because all these foods over here, they're acid. And all this food over here is acid. And this is alkaline. This food right here, cucumbers are alkaline. Lettuce are alkaline. There's carrots in there too. Sugars. You know what I mean? So, let's look at how they eat in the Caribbean. And the Caribbean restaurants in America, New York, do the same thing, exact thing. Oxtail, all these foods, ground food they call it. Now, when you eat this food here, right here, these food right here, right? Come over here, son. These started over here, them here, them right here. Come over here, son. See them here? They can never stay in your stomach. Starches never can. They have to move because your stomach produces hydrochloric acid. So the hydrochloric acid kills the amylase, which is an enzyme that breaks down your carbohydrates. So when your carbohydrate or your starches reach in here, he can never stay. He runs because the acid kills the enzyme that breaks him down. So he runs and he comes right over here. And when he reaches over here in the small intestines, your pancreas and your small intestines now produces a little bit more of the enzyme that breaks down your starches. So the starches finishes your digestive process right here for elimination. Come over here now, son. These here, proteins. Proteins have the same problem as these here. See, they're all protein. Protein. See them here? That's what they serve in the restaurants in the Caribbean countries. Not only in Grenada, Trinidad too. St. Vincent, Guyana, Trinidad, you know, St. Lucia, Antigua, Haiti, they all eat the same way. Black people from Africa. You know what I mean? So, this over here. Chicken and vegetables. Let's go to this one over here now. See? Fish. Protein. Starch. Right. Now, protein foods. Come over here now, son. When you eat the fish reach right over here. And when the fish or the chicken get over here, your stomach acid also kills the protease that help to digest your fish. But your fish, which is a protein, have a backup called pectin that resists the acids. So your protein, all of them, start to digest right here. Not your starches. See? Now, come over here now. Stay over here, son. Stay right over there, son. Don't move. Come over here. Now, watch me now. You go to the average restaurant. You want some stew fish? That's what they give you. That's what they give you. Acid. Small amount of vegetables. So, when these two foods here get into here, over here, right here, then watch me now, over here. This one can never move. He can't. Remember that the starch, don't digest in your stomach, but in your mouth and in your small intestines. You see what I'm saying? So once you eat him, together with him, over here, when they get over here, watch me now, come over here. He can never move. He must stay. Now fish take 12 hours in your stomach to digest. Over here, chicken take 7 hours in your stomach to digest. Follow me now. Come over here, son. When you eat the fish with the starch, the fish take 12 hours right here. And while the fish is digesting in your stomach, your starch over here is being idle. He can't move. He can't go nowhere. He has to wait for the fish to digest first. After the fish digests, after 12 hours, your starches would move. But no, he would move undigested. And while he is waiting right in the stomach, he is causing fermentation. He's causing acids to form in your belly. Because he's now idle, he can't move. And once you have idleness, you're going to get a traffic jam long term. Now, over here, when he finishes the digestive process in the stomach, over here, he moves, but he moves undigested. And he moves over here. And he tries, because he is so late sitting in the stomach for a long period of time, he starts fermenting and causing these gases, and the gases cause acid. He reaches over here, he's all fermented already. So once he reaches over here, he put a lot of strain on where? On your pancreas, right over here. He put a lot of strain on this gland, the pancreas that is. And once he put a strain on the pancreas becomes lazy because the pancreas functions in an alkaline terrain because he produces alkaline enzymes. He burns him up. Over here, watch me now. Him burns him up, burning the pancreas. So once he gets over here, he's trying to finish the digestive process. The problem is now, come over here, son. He is still in your stomach. He can't move. So you eat this way for your breakfast. You eat this way for your lunch. And you go home, you have a big dinner again. Same thing. What happens to you long term? You start damaging your organs long term. You understand? Because now you are creating a traffic jam between, watch me now, here, and here. Bad elimination. So all these dietitians, I'm calling them so-called dietitians in Grenada, they teach you all the wrong way. They said to us, we must use 6 food groups in one plate. They call it a pyramid diet. A pyramid diet is made up of all your food groups in one plate. I said to them, that pyramid diet is the diet that is killing our people every day. So the dietitian has to go back to school to learn how to combine the foods properly. You see, so the pyramid diet, when you eat a pyramid diet with all the food groups in one plate, you send a conflicting signals to your enzymes. So your enzymes is going crazy, they're confused. They're saying to you now, hey, Patrick, I am so confused because you're eating all these foods together. Which food I am going to break down first? He become confused. And when you have confusion like in Babel, you have war. Huh? And you have traffic jams. And you have diseases. You see what I'm saying? So in the Caribbean countries, that's how they taught us to eat. And mother feed father this way. And mother teach daughter to cook this way. And daughter feed her husband this way. And husband get the same disease that her mother and father had because she taught them to eat the wrong way. Common sense. Common sense. They tell you that. So, over here, when you eat this way, once you create a traffic jam in your stomach, because your stomach, your intestines, large and small, and your pancreas is part of the earth system. They must suffer long term. So, long term, eating this way and that way, bring it over here for you, son, and this way, dumpling, must cause you to have Crohn's disease, must create acid reflux in your system. They call it GERD. Must create mucus colitis, must give you IBS, must give you varicose veins, bad circulation, must give you diverticulitis or diverticulosis they call it, must give you a backup of bad bacteria in your intestines because they cause a traffic jam because we in the Caribbean eat them the wrong way. Common sense. And we eat them for 30 years, 40 years being this way, and by eating them for so long, we start damaging the organs. We start damaging the glands. We start damaging the blood. And the blood is your life. So in no way you're going to eat this way and keep your bloodstream clean. You're going to have liver overload eating this way. You're going to have waste sitting in your intestines over here for a long period of time. You're going to cause all the walls of your intestines to become contaminated to give you colon cancer. You're going to have 3 meals sitting in here for a long period of time. You're going to become constipated. And long term, it's going to affect other parts of the body because this is the earth system. So once you create havoc in your earth system, people, you are going to have troubles in the heart. You're going to have troubles in your lung. You're going to have troubles in the blood. You're going to have troubles elsewhere because everything starts right over here. Go over here. Now, let's look at this one over here. So I asked the brother to make me 2 kinds of diet. One with vegetables and proteins, and one with starches and proteins. Now this here is called dead autumn, the dead foods. And a lot of the time when the average restaurant use your vegetables, they cook it out. You see it become very soft. See them? Soft. Not crunchy, but soft. They have nothing in there, they're dead. We call them dead autumns. So don't feed the tissue in yourself anything. Follow me now. Now this diet here is the protein diet, proteins here, and these are vegetables. Alright, you can put the lettuce, you can put see, you can put that over here. You can put these over here. Yeah? Watch me now. Follow me. I'm going to teach you all not to get sick and get cancer. Now, remember that all these foods here is 80% water. The brain is 85% water. The body is at least 75% water. Water in the brain, water in the body. This have small amount of water. But here you see that guy here? They got gravy, see? They burn your sugar up. They burn up the chicken, make it brown. And this here is a diet that when this food, these 2 foods here, get in here, over here, son, when these 2 food get in here, now this food, the protein, if you like to eat your fresh foods now, this food will take the same exact 7 hours in the stomach when you eat them like this. See what I'm saying? He will take 7 hours and he will move because him here is water. 80% water, but they have minerals. So while you are moving quick, this is called an alkaline diet. Once you're moving quick with this combination of foods, this is water. So these foods here making him move fast out of the digestive system. Good bowel movements. And in turn, they are feeding your cells and your tissues nutrients, calcium, magnesium, silica, silicon, selenium, allicin, beta carotene. That's what the body needs. That's what the body needs. Minerals, minerals, and more minerals. Because the body functions in an alkaline system. And the minerals are alkaline. So you must use an alkaline food with an acid food. You cannot use the acid and acid together. Number 2, next thing. They eat. They write this on, son. After they eat this meal, or after they eat this meal, over here, I'm trying to teach my people. After they eat this meal, clog up the whole digestive system already. They come and they have what we call a dessert. I want to have a dessert. May I have a dessert, please, sir? Book, here's the dessert right there. That's the dessert right there. The cake. Or they might say, okay, let me have a dessert. Here's the dessert again. Boom, a fruit. Or they have a dessert again. Let me have some ice cream as a dessert. You want a dessert? What is a dessert? You are deserting the foods that you just ate. You're killing them. So once you have a dessert like this is more problematic now because now you're adding a big piece of more starch and more sugars into your system. How you going to live? How you going to keep yourself well? Can't happen that way. Because these here, come on here, son, this and this don't mix. They don't mix. You can't mix them together. So you can't have a big plate of food like this and then go and have a dessert after. You are deserting the foods that you just ate. And you're looking to get a disease long term. And that's the reason why you're all getting so much cancers and high blood pressure and diabetes and bad circulation and varicose veins and fibromyalgia and lupus and scleroderma, muscular dystrophy, because of the way you all eat. You see, you all are creating slow transit time. You all are making the food move from here to here the exact time. See, because that is the way they taught us to eat in slavery days. So who vex, who mad. That's how they taught us to eat in slavery days. But to this day, so we are what we have this Eurocentric mentality. Follow me, over here. Come over here now, son. So this is here, that's the way you're supposed to eat. This way. If you're going to eat your chicken, your flesh food, eat your flesh with a vegetable. Or if you're going to eat them this way, over here, come son. If you're going to eat this way, like you can't eat like how the regular person eat a combination of food, you're going to eat these foods here first. Make them go. And when you eat them first, you leave them, let them go for a little while, at least 10-15 minutes or even 5 minutes. Let them go, and when they go and move from your stomach, you can eat these together. Don't forget that now. That's important. Over here. Still over here, son. Over here, son. Still right over there, son. Wonderful. This one is called a what, son? What do you call one there? What do you call this one? Over here. Come over here. You call this a roti. Right? See that there? That's what they call a chicken roti, a fish roti. See there? What's inside there?
Like fish.
Fish, potato, acid. Huh? Acid. All acids. And that's what we love in the Caribbean country. I'm going to get a roti, man. A big roti today, man. Big roti. Roti make you full, but is it feeding yourself and your tissues? No, they're not doing that. So the roti, I don't want to fight anybody, but we want to teach the restaurants how to cook the foods to make you all healthier. We want to teach them restaurants all over the Caribbean how to make you all stay well. By combining the food the right way, because they were taught the wrong way. This is the roti. You have all kinds of things in the roti. See? Curry. You have potato. What's that? Potato. Acid. You have the fish. And you have the roti dough. Starch. Sticky substances. When this food, come over here, son. Get over here. You see him? When you get here, he clog you up. You get your cough. You can't move. You can't go to the bathroom. Because he stick up on your walls of your intestine because he's so sticky. He's the plaster Paris on the walls. He kills you long term. So when you go to bed, you get your roti, make sure you get your vegetable roti. And then you're going to eat it once in a while. Dig it. Over here. I'm trying to teach you all how to eat the foods. Now, see them here? All of them is water. 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 Your body is 80% water. Your brain is 85% water. And because you're not putting water in the brain, you're getting strokes on a regular basis. You're getting high blood pressure. You're getting heart attacks regularly. Because you're not using water and water and water. You're not using the food and water. Follow me. See? Look at them here. They don't have water. What they got? Small amount of it. 1%. They have water right over here. They don't have no water. What water it have? What did it have? So you eating this way for 30 years, 40 years. And all of a sudden you get a stroke, you get high blood pressure, diabetes. You get lupus, you get constipation, you get cancer long term. Because the dietitians, the so-called dietitian, taught you the wrong way. Tell you to eat a pyramid diet, which is an acid diet. Follow me here, sir. Now, follow me. If the pyramid diet was so good and so sound, as them so-called dietitians make you all believe, how come if the pyramid diet was so good and so perfect, how come the majority of people in the Caribbean and North America eating a pyramid diet and the hospital full of them? How come? If that pyramid diet was so sound and clean and proper for you and I, how come when we eat that diet for all these years, we seem to get diabetes, we're getting high blood pressure, we're getting all these conditions of the lung, we're getting cancer, autoimmune diseases? How come? How come if that pyramid diet was so good? So that means that pyramid diet is no good for you and me. We have to make the change. We have to revolutionize our mind and learn a new system, renew ourselves, new learning. And when you learn this way, you will prevent cancer, you will prevent diabetes, and then their institution would not see you at all, like they don't see me. I eat once per day, I eat 4 days per week, and the hospital don't see me. I don't fall long and dead. I clean my system out on a regular basis. I fast on a regular basis to give my organs a rest. But they don't see me. So how come you eating a diet every day, 3 meals per day, the pyramid diet, and the hospital full of you? That means something is wrong. So you have to relearn. You have to revolutionize your mind, man. Otherwise, if you don't, and you eat that way over here, or see over there, son, you keep on eating this way. Watch me now. You're going to have troubles. Watch me now, son. You're going to have troubles over here. See them here? Look at them. The common posterior artery. You're going to have troubles in the arteries. You're going to slow up the blood movement. All these here are going to be clogged up. And then you're going to go and get heart troubles. And then you're going to go and get bypass surgery. And then you're going to go and get congestive heart failure. You're going to get all kind of things because you're eating the wrong way. I'm trying to teach my people, man, every day. Have to learn that, man. Once you're eating that Caribbean diet, that old master diet, you're going to have all these clogging up. All of them. See them here? You're going to have them clogging up. You're going to have the carotid artery going to the brain, messing you up. You're going to have the carotid artery going to the face, messing you up. No blood movement. And once you don't have no blood movement, oh, you're going to get a heart attack, you're going to get a stroke eventually. And we have our people dying from strokes regularly now. Young people getting strokes. Something is wrong. So if the pyramid diet was so good for you and I, why are you getting strokes? Why are you coming with diabetes? Why are you having bad circulation? Why are you getting varicose veins? Why are you getting all this anxiety and all these conditions that affect the endocrine system? Why? Because you're clogging them up. Come over here. Huh? You're clogging him up. He is the earth. He is where everything comes from. You got to make him clear and move him out. You have to make the food move from here and come on here quick. Quick. 3 meals per day, 3 bowel movements per day. 2 meals per day, 2 bowel movements per day. 1 meal per day, 1 or 2 bowel movements per day, how you eat the food together. You clog him up. Once you clog him up, go over here. You're going to clog him up too. Once you clog him up, eating that way over there. Huh? When you eat this way for a long period of time, right over there, you're going to, watch me now, son, you're going to clog him up. You're going to clog him up. You're going to cause plaque in the walls. You're going to get high cholesterol levels because they're acid foods. And once you get high cholesterol, your body in its wisdom going to pull calcium out of the bones to buffer your acid and make your teeth shake long term when you get older. Calcium is gone. You follow me? So you're going to have the left pulmonary artery working good. You're going to have the left veins working good. You're supposed to have the auricle of the left atrium working good. You're supposed to have the left and the right atrium working together. You're supposed to have the intervena cava working good. You're supposed to have the ventricle. Look them right here. Ventricle, left and right ventricle, picking up oxygen, taking up carbon dioxide properly when you eat right. Not when you eat this way. If you eat that way, as the Caribbean people eat, the regular people in the Caribbean eat, you're going to have, watch me now, clogging up of the atrium. You're going to can't carry oxygen. You're going to get trouble in your legs. You're going to get what you call diabetic retinopathy. Trouble in the nerves because you're clogging them up. I eating all this dessert, my foot. What dessert? This is a dessert. This kill your organs long term. Dessert. I want to have a dessert after I eat my big meal. You have a big dessert and a big glass of juice. You kill your organs. You kill your heart long term. I'm teaching my people how to eat the food together. Wonderful. Go here. I don't think I'm mad as I speak. Okay, don't be offended now. Wonderful. Let's go over here. Now we're going to the classes now. Over here. We're going to go to herbal action and elimination. So in order to keep the heart healthy, in order to keep the colon clean, in order to keep your digestive system working properly, you must have good herbal action and elimination of waste. You must eliminate waste. Must do that. You know what I mean? So, elimination. Herbal action and elimination, the digestive system and colon. We have to use what? Herbal laxatives. Laxatives are what? Buckthorn bark, butternut, cinepods, and cascara. See them? See them over here. Cinepods. See? Cinepods. Whoop! Come right there. Cinepods. He remove worms after you kill them. Have to have them. See? So, the digestive system and the colon, laxatives. You must clean them out. Buckthorn bark, butternut, cinepod, cine, and cascara. Go to the next one. Mark them down for me. You're all in herbal medicine class today. For the kidney. Why do you think you have kidney disease? Why do you think you're getting kidney failure? Why you have for 1 stage, 2nd stage, and 3rd stage, and 4th stage kidney disease? The man don't want to teach you nothing. He want to get you sick. So, he make you eat the food so wrong, it damages your kidney long term. For the kidney and the urinary system, diuretics, dandelion leaf, corn silk, nettle leaf, and uvarasi. Keep it right there for 2 minutes, for a couple of seconds. For the kidney and urinary system, diuretics, dandelion leaf, corn silk, nettle leaf, and uvarasi. Go back to the life. For the liver and the blood. The liver and the blood is your life. Don't forget, the blood is your life. God said in the scriptures, you must not use anything that is strangled. You must not eat blood. Because he knows the blood is life and he's the creator. He knows what's best for us. He says, do not use blood. Because the blood is your life. So for the liver and the blood, we use hepatics and alternatives. Herbs like milk thistle, dandelion root, yellow dog root, barberry, and boldo. Mark them down for me. Or go back at the live. For the lymphatic system, we use what we call lymphatic tonics. Right? Lymphatic tonics and the alternatives. For the lymphatic system, we use lymphatic tonics and alternatives. Figwort, burdock, echinacea, cleavers, red root, violet leaves. Don't forget them. Lymphatic tonics are lymphatics and alternatives. Burdock root, echinacea, cleavers, red root, and violet leaf. We're going to tell you what to do in a little while. 1 more minute. For the skin, alternatives and diapuretics. For the skin, alternative plants and diaphoretic plants. Yellow dog root, yarrow, ginger, spearmint, cayenne pepper, and horse tail. For the skin, we use alternative plants and we use diaphoretic plants. For the respiratory system, anything in the lung, we use what we call expectorant plants and anticatarrhal plants. Elecampane, hyssop, spikenard, prinseng, and ho-hum. For any kind of trouble in the respiratory system, we call them expectorants and catarrhal plants. For systemic support of the whole body, we use the tonics like ginsengs, adaptogens like sandalberry, alternatives, burdock, antimicrobial, garlic, and lime. Look them over here now. Look at the action of these plants. Stay right there, so no move. Over here. Almost done. Gentle cleaners, laxative. We're talking about gentle cleaners. Look at what they do. Laxative aid in opening your, come here, sunshine, opening your bowels. Laxatives aid in opening your bowels so that you can remove waste. And that is the reason why I said before that the older people live a little longer, because they should clean their bowels out. They use laxatives to aid in opening the bowels to move waste on a regular basis. See? That's what laxatives do. Over here. Come back over here, Santa. Laxative. Tonics. Tonics help to promote the health of the whole body. Tonics. Tonics help to promote the health of the whole body. Tonics is like ginseng, cardinopsis. Look at them right over here. That's a tonic right there, called cardinopsis. It's a tonic. So tonics like cardinopsis, Siberian ginseng, rhodiola, red ginseng, Korean ginseng. What they do? They help to promote the health of the whole body. Hepatics. Hepatics used to treat disorders of the liver. Or you have to write it down. Hepatics used to treat disorders of the liver. We call them hepatics. That's the function of hepatics. Alternatives. What alternatives do? Alternative plants. They promote restoration of the whole body. Alternative plants. Burdock root is an alternative plant. Echinacea is an alternative plant. They promote the restoration of the whole body when the body is sick from a disease. Antimicrobial plants. What do? Antimicrobial plants. They help the body to fight off organisms that cause diseases. Jehovah God is great. Antimicrobial plants. They help your body to fight off organisms that cause diseases. Jehovah is great. That's why he put them on the earth for you, because he put them as healing for healing of the nations. But we don't use them though. We want to take Zestril and Atenadol, Nifedipine, Metformin, Bearzide. That's what we take. You know what I'm saying? Alternative plants and antimicrobial plants. Antimicrobial plants help to the body to fight, F-I-G-H-T, fight off organisms that cause diseases in the body. So you must use the antimicrobial plants on a regular basis. In your foods, onions, thyme, cloves, rosemary, make you fight off diseases. Now, diuretics. The diuretics aid in the body to promote urine. Excessive amount of urine that is being retarded, the diuretics help to do that. They are what we call dandelion leaf, uveraceae, you know what I mean, gravel root, they're all there. Lymphatics. Lymphatics promote the health of the lymphatic system, carrying tissues and fluid. Burdock root, echinacea, red root, violet leaves, cleavers, they're all lymphatics. Lymphatic plants promote the health of the lymphatic system, carrying tissues and fluid to prevent them from becoming stagnated. Last one, or two more. Adaptogens. Adaptogens. What they do? They help the body to regulate the production of your hormones. So when a woman has trouble in her hormones, she can't see a period. When a woman has anxiety, they have depression, they have foggy brain, they have all these conditions that affect the mind, mental. We go to the adaptogens. A substance that regulates the production, I want to use the word regulate loosely, a substance that regulate means to balance back the production of the hormones, which are messengers that is produced by your endocrine system, the glands. So the adaptogen make you adapt to the environment that you're living in. Is a substance that regulate the production of your hormones that they could be in balance. But in order for your hormones to be in balance, you have to what? Stay away from them food like what over here? Straight away somewhere here. You got to stay from them. You can't eat them. Can't eat them. You can't eat that over there either. Not like that anyway. You'll never fix your hormones that way. Never, ever, ever. Period. Come over here, son. Expectorants. Expectorants aid in the removal of excessive amount of mucus from your lung. Expectorant plants. Elacampane is expectorant. Ho hung is an expectorant. Longworth is an expectorant. Expectorant plants aid in the removal of excessive amount of mucus in your lung, especially when you have cancer in your lung and the cancer tumor is creating more mucus. You follow me now? And get rid of mucus on the mucous membrane if you want to fix the virus. You can never fix any virus having mucus, excessive amount of mucus in the mucous membrane. You can't fix nothing that is viral, nothing. Because cold is a mucus. Sinusitis is mucus. Asthma is mucus. They're all mucus forming thing, all mucus in the mucous membranes. So you can never fix none of them unless you get rid of the excessive amount of mucus from not only the lung, but from the mucous membranes. Follow me now. Last one. Diapuretics. Diapuretics are plants that is used to treat skin conditions and promote perspiration or sweating, which is one of the 8 method therapy. Follow me now. Let's go over here. This one. Adaptogens. That is an adaptogen. This herb is an adaptogen. It's Cassandra berry. That's adaptogen. Now we can use the adaptogens with the tonics. We can use them together. Because with the adaptogen, it helps to tranquilize. Whereby the tonics help to give you energy. See what I'm saying? So you can balance your stress with the adaptogens. But in the meantime, if you're kind of all woozy and all tired, you can use the tonics to promote your energy. It's very significant for you all to learn how to use herbs the right way. Not just go and boil them and drink them. I go by these are what you call fly-by-night herbalists, who call themselves herbalists. They don't have to use no plants. Understand? So, adaptogens is a substance that regulates the production of hormones and the expectorant of plants that aid in the removal of excessive amount of mucus from your lung. Elacampane, ho hung, longworth. Diapuretics are used to treat skin conditions and promote perspiration or sweating, which is one of the 8 method therapy. You learned about that before. You're almost done, son. Alright, so I want you all to learn about your heart. We're going to have a big program on the heart with a cardiologist. I want you all to learn about your heart, how it functions, so that you would know how the heart works. And once you know how the heart works, you would be able to take care of your heart properly, because too many people get coming down with heart disease. The number 1 killer of Americans is heart disease. All right? And I want you all to take care of the earth. And in order to take care of the earth system, you must learn how to eat the foods and stay away from them pyramid diet. Them pyramid diet are not good for you. They're killing you all long term. They're full in the hospital of people like you eating a pyramid diet every day. Every day for 30 years. Don't rest your organs. They don't give them a break. They have to work for you every day. So if they have to work for you every day, how they going to take care of you? They're supposed to keep you living. They're supposed to keep you breathing. They're supposed to keep you eliminated. But because you are clogging them up on a regular basis, so every day, with them foods over there, the pyramid diet they give you all, you kill them long term. You don't give them a break. You don't take them on a vacation to Hawaii. You don't give them a break. Take them on a vacation. Give them a break. Let them rest. And once they rest, you feed them the right thing, they want to take care of you. But because you were taught the wrong way, you be too egocentric. What the man taught us to do. That's what we're doing still. You see what I'm saying here? He taught us to use them foods. Kill us faster. But we ain't listening though. You know what I mean? Because we have to revolutionize our mind back to the way we used to eat in the beginning. The diet that God gave us to eat in the beginning, that's what we have to go to. Not man diet. God's diet. Go back to Ezekiel 47:12. Go back to Genesis 1:29. Go back into Song of Solomon chapter 3, verses 7 and 9. Look it up. Go back into Ezekiel chapter 4:9. Tells you how to make your bread. That's where you got to go. You see what I'm saying to you? Because the man is not going to teach you how to take care of yourself. His motto is for you to go and damage your kidney and come to him. His motto is for you to get cancer and come to him to give you chemotherapy. His motto is for you to get heart disease, so he can give you a bypass surgery. His motto is for you to go and get leukemia, so he can give you a bone marrow transplant. His motto is for you to damage them organs. You understand? Because it's big money in oil harvesting. But you have to learn. So once you could run programs, go to christybooks.biz or go to Come Chat with Patrick Dells and see for yourself how many people is doing our 30-day program, 45-day program, 60-day program, and you ask them how they're feeling. Look at their post on Come Chat with Patrick Dells and see how they're feeling. They're all getting better. Look at the cancer patient who they dig up her back because she had breast cancer. All the spine, dig it out. Huh? And give her how much months to live. Ask her how she's feeling now with our 30-day program. She's wonderful. Because we're teaching her now how to use the foods as medicine. I want to keep them organs clean. Ask them. Go to Come Chat with Patrick and see what they're saying. And then you will know that the only way you're going to survive long term is if you could eat the food the right way and use your food as medicine. Blessed love. And don't forget, I'm in New York tomorrow for only 5 days. I'm in Ambrosia Friday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday. That's all I'm there for. 631-530-2329. You can call me on Friday. And go to Christy Books, KRISTYBWKS.biz. KRISTYBWKS.biz. And you can get all these programs there. Download the BioLife program for free. It teaches you how to eat the food, keep the body alkaline. You know what I mean? And you can call us 1473-421-9604, or you can call Ambrosia 718-469-0985. And then we will accommodate you in programs to keep you from going into their institutions on a regular basis. Bless and love. And give thanks and praise to Jehovah every day. Push the love button. Good night, everybody. And you all have a very nice night. And don't forget to keep your weapons at home. And love your neighbor as yourself. Blessed. You learn about your body going to take care of you properly, yeah? Okay, but you have to learn how the body works.